What? I started on time? Write it down. We need to put this in a calendar. Right, this has got to be a monumental moment that I'm actually on time. Is everybody hearing me okay? Because I'm changed my microphone and all that stuff. Let me roll down here. Let's see. Is everyone hearing me okay? Hopefully. Let me see. Anybody respond? Always takes a few seconds because the there's the delay. Hey Tim, Wayne, what's up? Matrix team, Marvin T, what's up? Mr. Butler, LG. Let's see, we got JJ Cord Cutters is here. Ronster, what's up? Ronster TV, what's up? Gandalf, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Sent out some invitations for people that would like to join the show. If they like to join the show, jump on in. At the moment, it's just me. Just little old me. That's just it. It's just me. So we're going to just see what happens. We're going to go through some different topics that I wrote down, some news for the week, see what your questions are, see what things we need to, what's happening in the streaming community this week. Rolling up here to see who else is in the Bass Toe is here. Welcome. He's always on here watching. Rolling up. Who was it? Phil was the first person. He was in here 20 minutes before the show even started. So thank you for you guys tuning in, watching, all that kind of stuff. Let's let me roll back down to the bottom. So okay. All right. So I've got a question. I'll just jump on. It's just me, so I'm going to have to try to watch the questions and watch it. For live TV, free live TV APK, I'd have to say it would be that Live Lounge. Wasn't it Live Lounge? Let me take a look. That was the one that I have used in the past. It's been a long time ago, to be honest. Let's see. LiveNet TV was one that I used to use. Mamdro. That one's been around a long time. That's listed here. Live Lounge. That was the one that I used to watch. I don't know if it's still working, active. Really, live TV APKs, hit and miss. There is no guarantee on those kind of things. If you're wanting to go with live TV and you're streaming, you're better to get a subscription to something, which we'll get into that subject here before long. But yeah, if you're going to look for stuff like that, most of that stuff is just okay at best. Live events, if you're looking for live events, there are some good add-ons that do a great job at getting them links out there and getting those live events. But if you're wanting just a certain channel, and you're wanting to just stream that channel, it is very hit and miss. To me, it's not worth the hassle a lot of times trying to find these free links. If it's a sporting event, usually a lot of the big add-ons, a lot of the playlist add-ons will do a great job at giving you some multiple links. Again, the Crew or the Death Star, those two come to mind right off the top of my head. Sports 365, I think he's updated that, and that's been working the last time I checked. It did have an issue with the timing out, but he messed around and did some setting changes, and I think it's working. But I haven't watched it for a long period of time, so I know that there was an issue if you watched it for a period of time and it would stop working. So, but for just live TV, I give you those options. I gave you some of those ones, and those are on the Kodi Apps website under the APK time. You can take a look at that. You can try them out and see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. It's just so hit and miss. I say that it's more miss than anything on those free links. So you get what you pay for a lot of times. Let's see. Dave says that Black Friday is starting early in the UK, and actually, it's starting early across the world right now because Thanksgiving in the U.S. is a week behind what it normally is, and it's the fourth Thursday in the month is Thanksgiving, and Black Friday is the Friday after Thanksgiving. So this year, the way that the calendar fell, the Thanksgiving is not until the 28th. So there's going to be one less week. So a lot of companies and stores are kind of jumping on the bandwagon early for that Black Friday because they're losing that week of shopping. If you're looking for some different things, there are some deals out there, but the best deals will be found from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, that 3 days and somewhere in that area, that those be the best prices. But yeah, a lot of stores and companies are being aggressive and getting out there because they're losing that week, and always wanting to get in front of each other because you only have a certain amount of time to sell. And let's say that someone's buying a big purchase. If you can sell it to them at the beginning of November, that you sell it to them before the end of November, where you're kind of getting in front of those other stores. So that's what the stores are all looking at. These companies are looking to get. So yeah, Black Friday is rolling along. I've been glancing at some of the deals. Nothing for me. I'm just looking to buy gifts is where I'm looking for the Black Friday stuff. Nothing for me. I really don't need anything, and there's nothing really. I'll put some stuff on my Christmas list, and I'll go with that. Yeah, Dave did say that Mondro TV tap. I saw Mondro is on there. Was on the list. Mr. Butler. Oh, there's only 47. There's 47 people, only 19 thumbs up. Out. They come and they go. Whatever. Let's see. Unlock my TV. I thought that was like a Terrarium TV clone, and I didn't know if that has live TV. So not sure about that. Hey, Dave C. What's up? What's up? What's up? Thanks for watching. Tribalize, what's up? Mr. Lou. Black Friday at the Liquor Warehouse. Hey, do they have something at the Liquor Warehouse? Is that a thing? So we got that. We got Diana. Got Wendy. Got all kinds of people just rolling up in the house. Let me try to glance through. I sent out some links to some people. We'll see who shows up. And we'll go with it, and we'll just kind of go through the list of stuff that I have. I'll try to grab questions over here. See what happens with the show, folks. Let me open up YouTube to see if any or I've got it. For Facebook, I have to jump over there, so such a hassle that on the Facebook thing. I might stop doing that. But Free Flicks. Donald also says that Free Flicks has a TV as well. And they did have a TV section. I thought they'd have wrestling in there at one point. I haven't used that in forever, but these are some options for you guys that are wanting to try some different APKs. Again, happy birthday to Gandalf, who it is his birthday. Peter says, I find live net TV works pretty good for sports. And yeah, most of the time the sports channels do a decent job because there are certain events. But when you're trying to watch, let's say, Discovery or National Geographic or some of those channels, that tends to be where there's a problem. I can't remember when the last time that I found a free app that had Discovery that actually ran well. I mean, it's just about the time you sit down, you're starting to enjoy the show and freeze or back out, crashes. It's just a pain. Hey, and Chuck says no one comments on Facebook. That is so true. But the other thing is on the Facebook part is I don't get notifications when people message with this app, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I should be able to see it on my side because I have like a thing where there's people's comments. On the Facebook part, I have to actually open up a tab for Facebook to see it. Maybe they'll fix that in in the coming updates for this streaming app, because Hangouts is done. They're not going to, Google Hangouts is not going to be offered through YouTube. And you may wonder why a lot of the tubers that do live shows have changed it. Google Hangouts is no longer supported by YouTube live shows. So that's why you're seeing that change. There is some different options. And I may look into some. I do like this for some of the things of being able to post links and stuff. We talked about it, deals, and I wrote in here this site here, slickdeals.net. Add this to your browser, folks. If you're a person that's like me, that's always looking for a good deal, you're looking for a great deal that's going to save you some money, this is a website that you should check every single day, if not multiple times a day. And this site is, I've talked about it in the past, this site is users who post on the forum, and they will post deals that they find. And as the deal becomes more popular, it moves up the ranking, and then the moderators of the thing can put it on the hot deals or on the front page, and you're able to see it. I will kind of just give you a little show of that. I guess I don't need to just say, because it's just me. Okay, so slickdeals.net. This is the site here, and you can see it's got deals, popular deals. It also has it broke down into different categories. It even has a Black Friday section. And you'll see here, these are some deals that are out that people have posted. These are the front page, which means they're a popular, a good deal, and a lot of people are clicking on it, finding out information. And you'll see that some of them, here you got to free shipping at Amazon, $200 for this. Also, you'll see popular deals. If I go to the popular deals section, kind of changes it up a little bit. You can go down through there. So here's a 18-piece Chicago cutlery. This will have a gambit of things from tech stuff to furniture to clothing to here Walgreens photos. Here's some vacuum, makeup, all kinds of stuff posted. I use this site every single day, and whenever there's a real good deal, it'll be posted on the site. You're also able to do this deals alerts, and you're able to go up here and actually put certain items that you want to, like I was looking for NVIDIA Shield, and I made it one of my items that it was looking for. So let me look up, here's power line adapters, because I'm always looking at what are good deals on power line adapters. So I'm going to say, what are the current matches for this? There's 10. So I'm going to click that. And they'll be grayed out if they are, none of these are grayed out. But you can see here, that's a clearance one. That's not working. Let's see, let me back up. Let me do just power lines. Is that adapter? Oh, how about pass-through kit? How about that one? Because I think that was the one I was looking for. And see where these are kind of grayed out? That means they've expired. Let us click this just for shits and giggles so you can see. TP-Link AV2000 2-port with the pass-through, which means it has the plugs where you're able to not lose the outlet. Shows you that's at Fry's, subscribers, gives you a bunch of information. And then people post comments and thoughts and all kinds of things that have to in response to this certain deal. Great site. Another site that I go to on a regular is Woot, which is, they used to only have one item per day. Now they'll have multiple items, but a lot of different deals that you're able to get. And it's another site to check out. Another one was Camel. It was Camel, I believe. And you're able to actually do a search for certain items, and it will tell you what's the best deal for a certain item. If you know what particular item you're looking for, it can actually show you a trend of what the price is and the history of it and all kinds of stuff. So another great site. just great things to have if you're looking to save some money. And as we all are trying to save some money, these are sites that you can check out that can help you. So let me roll down here and see what else we have going on. Let's see. Dave says in the UK, there's hot UK deals. Okay, that's another great site. Oh, Juggernaut! Boom! I'm the best deal for the price. Honest, I'm the best deal for the price. Honest, I don't take up much room. Keep you entertained. What's up, Juggernaut? Pimp Tech says happy birthday to Gandalf. So let me see if there's anybody else. Again, I had sent some invitations out to different people. So if people want to check out their Telegram, they may see it. So what else is going on? We're going to start our discussions. Hey, Michael, what's up? TVDB, we talked about that last week, the TV database, which had they did some upgrades of their servers, and it caused all kinds of problems. They had issues, and people were talking about the add-ons were not showing the show name. It was like a place marker was in there. It was kind of the code that the website uses. The code would pop up, and it would be that C data error in there. TVDB did a fix, and they've got some workarounds, and some add-ons have updated. You can do if you have an add-on that was having that error, there was some fixes. And I wrote down a few add-ons that I knew that are working now. They've either didn't need the fix because they were using Tracked, or they have applied the fix that TVDB posted, which is a real simple fix that developers, especially for Exodus add-ons, can put in there. I had, let's see, the add-ons that are working correctly now. Let's see, Finn, Crew, Numbers, Siren, Jarrell, Venom, Scrubs, all those add-ons that I had kind of thought off the top of my head were working, and I'd seen that they had fixes for them. So those add-ons are working. You're not going to see that C data error. So use those add-ons. And this is not it's not so much the add-on developer's fault. Well, it is not the add-on developer's fault for this. This was a problem that arose when TV database, which a lot of add-ons link to TVDB. They link to this website to pull the TV episode information, the art, what's the episode about, episode 1, episode 2. That website has all the TV shows on it. So a lot of people link the add-ons to that website to pull that metadata, that information, that little art, the fan art, and this and that. And when they did an update, there was a problem. They messed up somehow in applying the fix and the upgrades of their servers, and this has caused problems in a lot of add-ons. So it's not the fault of the add-on developers, and so this was actually a TVDB issue, and they're trying to fix it. Exodus Redux was another one. I'm sorry, I didn't write that one down. That did have a fix. I saw that it had a fix today or yesterday, I believe, that I saw. He had update also. If you were a person that's used Exodus Redux and noticed that it has not been updated in a long time, it has been updated now. And actually, the developer kind of retired from that. He kind of personal life said, you know what, he didn't have time for making Kodi apps and doing all that, because people don't understand how much work goes into maintaining and keeping an add-on up. It is a hassle, and it is every single day you are bombarded with requests and things that need to be fixed, and it becomes every single day a hassle. And this guy, he said he was created Exodus Redux to be more of for him and his family and his friends. Didn't expect it to become as popular as it did. but it did become popular. It became very popular, and he didn't know what he was getting into. And that happens. You kind of waddle through it. Next thing you know, is you're being bombarded and expected to keep an add-on going. And so he stepped in to fix this issue, but he said he's not looking to be doing a bunch of updates, but that it was a fix that he's wanted to put out there. So that's out there. That's fixed. Let's see. So that was today. So again, if you're using X's Redux, just don't expect it to be updated a lot. You may find that it's working fine now, but if there's another problem comes, there doesn't mean that the developer is going to fix it. And he may well not do any work on it. So keep that in mind. If you're using that add-on, it will work right now, but if something breaks in the future, it's possible that it won't be fixed. So you may want to find another option. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Don't have one add-on and say that's my only add-on. You need to have about 2 or 3, and you don't need to have, that does not mean to have 20. Have like 3 add-ons, all kind of a little bit different, and trust those. And if one goes down, you usually have another one that you can fall back onto. So I see, let's see. People said that Destiny forks are good. So any of the things that were Destiny forks should work fine. Kratos is working fine. Let's see. So we got that. Hey, Nebula, what's up? You haven't missed nothing. We're just kind of going through, talked about TVDB, talked about where some deals are out there. So we've talked about that. Let me glance at my Telegram before we go to the next subject. We got, 75 people. And I saw that somebody posted about USS Defiant works well in 7 and 9. I don't know this USS Defiant add-on. I saw a post somewhere that they had updated the modules. So when I saw the post and it was, all right, so what it made me think is that this was some type of Exodus fork, because the add-on, the module, and the art each all got updated. So that made me think it's probably an Exodus fork, because Exodus forks have those 3 files, 3 different plugins, those that makes that add-on work. So, and you'll see that a lot of times. You'll see all 3 of those things. So I saw that all 3 modules updated, or scripts, however you want to say it. So I would think that it's an Exodus fork, but I don't know. Let's see. To Butcher, have you tried Mr. On-Demand TV Guide build? No. To be honest, I don't use a lot of builds. Certain friends of mine or certain people will send me a build. I'll take a look at it, give my opinion on it back or forth. What my thoughts are on it, like where it may get a little better, where it's good, where you might want to take a look at things to make it a little bit more user friendly. But I'll respect anybody that wants to do a build. But I don't go out of my way looking at everybody's builds unless it's something different or someone sends it to me directly. Then I take a look at it. There's just so many of them, and I just don't see a need in trying to stay on in front of every single build, because most of them are more similar than they're different. And I've talked about my build, and I don't promote my build. It's for me and my friends, my family, and whoever wants to use it, but I don't put it out there because it's nothing special. I want it just simple. It's the handful of add-ons that work, and I updated them today. I want the handful of add-ons to work and to make it work quickly without a lot of flash, and that's all I want. So that's my opinion on builds: is smaller is better, less is more, kind of thing. So, and again, we talked about it last week. One Nation shut down, Deceit shut down. All that stuff is done, and thanks to all the One Nation group and everyone that had worked in that group and Deceit. I'd like to thank everyone that had worked all the years and done a great job. So hats off to all the team, and we'll see where they go. We got the birthday boy here. What's up, Gandalf?
Hey, I'm doing well, Dabs. And you?
I'm doing great. Got my live show. Then I got my pizza over here that I just, once the show is over, I can eat my pizza because I don't want to be eating on the camera. And, it's just not a good thing. So what are you doing to celebrate your birthday? I mean, well, your birthday is your birthday over or is it just starting?
It's coming towards the end.
Oh, well.
So the wife and the kids, they've gone off to bed. So I'm here sat on my own, and I thought, well, I would grace you with my presence to celebrate my birthday.
It is great to see you. I haven't seen you in months. I didn't know what had happened to you, but it's always great for you to jump on here, to see you in Telegram. Again, one of the great founders of builds. When we talk about builds, I think I've told you, I think of the builds when I first went to Total Revolution, when I first went to Noobs and Nerds and first got into there. And those early days, it was such a great to be mixed in with some of these people like that. Great times.
Yeah, they were good days. They really were fun days.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame that I've had to step back for a while because of family commitments.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. I might do something again in the future. Not too sure. I haven't really used Kodi in a long time. So
you haven't used Kodi. So what are you using? You on Plex? Or you're not going to say?
I'm a real late starter to Plex. I just set up my Plex this week.
Okay.
So no, I've basically been using APKs, Dubs.
Okay. So which APK are you that you're more fond of, or what couple have you been using on a regular?
On a regular basis, Unlock My TV.
Yep.
And Cat Mouse.
Cat Mouse, yeah. Unlock My TV, wasn't that that's a terrarium?
A terrarium clone, but I like it because it worked with Real Debrid and it worked with Attract, and it was just good to go straight out of the box. Yeah. And I haven't had to do anything to keep it updated, and it pulls everything that I watch, everything that the kids watch, everything that the wife watches, and you don't have no issues with it.
Yeah, and that is the greatest thing, is to be able to not have to fix it. When
that is it.
Nobody's calling you in there to come fix it. This isn't working. My show's not working. It stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I use an APK for me live.
Okay. All right. So
that works with a subscription of mine.
Right. So it's with live TV. You can go with some free stuff, but you're really gonna need a subscription of something.
Going back to the total days, can you remember us chasing TV guides?
Yes, and I remember yes.
Linking everything in them, thinking, yes, I've got it. Push an update, and within hours you were getting messages. Oh, this isn't working. That isn't working. Crike, it was a real ball's ache.
I remember ARB and I would when we had him and I had we had that black. Him and I had that black and white build, which was a build that we took. I took my build and we took his build, and we made it one build. So you could swap the builds in amongst. So you could be using my build, and then you could swap the user. The build was good. It would change the skin and change complete build. Well, I wouldn't mess with TV guides. I did it one time and did all the linking, and it died right away or died within a day, and I quit messing with it. He would mess with it and fix it, and it would be great, and it would work for a day or two, and then you'd come home from work, and he's like, "That damn thing's broke again," because it wouldn't take nothing for it to stop working.
He would spend hours, though, hours meticulously going through and thinking that he got it and everything's working, push an update, and then literally within hours, you're starting getting messages. This is broken. That's not working.
Yeah. Those, especially, that was all live. That was like Stalker and all these other Sports Devil, whatever you were linking to all these stuff. So when you were linking to that stuff, those channels would go down at the drop of a hat. I mean, And when you would link it into the TV guide and the art, you'd have to, put the rest of your art. Oh, it was too much work. Way, way, way too much. I am telling you, I only got burned once. I got burned once, and I was like, I'm done with that. It took him about 4, 5, 6 times to get burned before he says, I think you're doing it right way and not worry about it. Because, I mean, honestly, how many people really use the TV guide? I mean, how many people would open up Cody and look at the TV guide? Whoa, what's on tonight? They click on, I want to watch, BT, or I want to watch ESPN, or I want to watch this channel.
Exactly. I've always maintained and said to people, right, the only reason that you need live is if you're a sports head.
Yeah.
Right, and you want to watch the soccer, or you want to watch the NFL, you want to watch F1.
Yep.
Right. So that's the only reason you need it.
Yep. Yeah, and that is the reason that because most of us can watch the other stuff. I'm not a person that has to watch. When Game of Thrones was airing that minute, I didn't have to watch it right when that episode's up. Like, I'll catch it tomorrow. Some people have to watch live stuff, Some people have to watch Dancing with Stars when it's live, and they're like, oh, I don't want to. I don't. Hey, here's somebody. So Dave C says, Sports Devil, the best thing never to work. Well, actually, all right, so if you go back years ago, Sports Devil actually used to be pretty good.
It was top notch.
It really worked really well. Back, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, there was no real IPTV back then that you could buy. There was very few people. I didn't know anybody that paid for a subscription to IPTV. But Sports Devil, you would go ahead.
Yeah, the wife uses Sports Devil for the 24/7s all the time.
Yeah, they work well.
And they're still going strong.
Yeah. Well, they're not hammered like some of these live channels are, I think. And a lot of times when you see these add-ons that have that 24/7 links and they're linking to a website, a lot of those are using the same sources that Sports Devil is using. So that happens. So Sports Devil, like I said, it was in its time, it was really, really good, but over time, maintenance, and there's not enough people use it. And then there's just so many people using these links now. It's unbelievable the amount of users we have now. And that's why you can't find the free links for regular movies and TV shows and stuff. The sites are being taken down, as well as traffic is so much more than what it used to be.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you can go take a look at some of the cord cutting numbers, and if you go and look at, I look at the stuff in the U.S., the DirecTV and the Dish Network and the cable, like it's the loss per year is anywhere from 5 to 8% a year is what these companies are losing in subscribers. So none of these
huge numbers.
Yeah, huge.
Numbers.
You think about that. Every year you're losing 8%. You're not gaining customers. You're losing 8% of your customers every single year. Well, that doesn't take long before that's a 30% hit to your subscription base. And then you're like, well, why is the price of cable and satellite going up? Well, you have less people to pull from, and the channels cost more. I mean, go do a look at how much ESPN, for example, the most expensive channel that cable companies have to have. It's the most expensive channel. And these companies have to have it, and ESPN's demanding that because their customers expect to see ESPN on their cable or satellite, and they're paying that. And they're having to pay it, and there's less people to pull from. So the cost, you got less customers. The cost of the service the cable companies are paying out more money, so they have to go up on the cost to offset that. So that's why most of cable cutters are it's hurting the business, but we've all had to think of ourselves and like, you know what, I'm out of this. You know, I'm not paying. For me, I pay $80 for my internet. That's a 100 meg line. If I had cable TV, basic is going to cost me $50 to $70 for basic, just basic channels, and then tack on top of that if I want to have the high def or the 4Ks or any kind of expanded sports stuff. So you say, where's that? Why is it so why does it cost so much? They have less customers and their costs go up, so they're going to push that customer to the cost onto the customers that are still with them. That's just going to happen. Let's see. Well, Cord Cutter Cam says AT&T lost 50% of subscribers. Just I don't know if that's I've not ever seen a number that high. Cord Cutter Cam. The numbers I've seen is anywhere from 5 to 8% in a quarter. So I don't know. I'm not sure about. Not to say that you're lying. I think that may be because that's kind of a crazy number. That's a crazy number. Diana says Xfinity told me basic is $160 plus fees and taxes. So if you're going to have cable TV and internet, you're going to pay close to $200 US. And I don't know. What about you guys in the UK? It's
the same over here, Dabs. I pay £50 sterling for a 250 meg fibre line. That's one of the fastest in the country that you can get. And then if I wanted the basic TV package on top of that, that would be another 50. If I wanted sports, that could take it up to £100. So you're looking at, what would that be in dollars?
Well, we're like a 20%. We're going to pay 20% more, 20 to 25% more for the. So if it's $100 for you, it's going to be about 125, 130 pounds or $100.
Yes, yeah. So it'd be over $200.
Yeah,
easy. And you can't get away from it. Well, you can if you do what we do, right. But for lots of people, they'll just dump up the money regardless.
Yeah, and then numerous people that I know do it. They're like, well, that's just my bill. Yeah.
And one of the things that really annoys me with these big companies is that they don't look after loyal customers. My parents, my parents were with the big company Sky, and they had it from the day that it came out. And I think my mum was paying about £160 for having all the sports channels because she's a big football head. And I phoned them up and I said, look, can't you do something? She's a bloody pensioner. She's been with you for almost 30 years. And can't you do, we can knock £10 off. So I said, do you know what? You can cancel the subscription. So we cancelled the subscription. We got her onto a subscription package where she pays, like, I think it's £60 a year, and she gets everything.
Yeah.
And she's happy. 83 years of age, she's happy using a IPTV.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I will use, it's the same way in the U.S. about with the cable companies, and we had cable, and this was years ago. I had cable TV, and finally had got the wife to agree to to cut the cord completely. We were already doing Cody and stuff like that, but we were still had the cable, and they had jumped it up to $170, $180. And I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm not paying no more. I'm done. They can just kiss my ass. I'm out of here. So I go to the cable company with my box, because grab up all the stuff I need. I'm going to keep internet, but that's all I'm going to keep. And I go there and I set it on the counter, and I'm like, I'm done. Cancel the TV. They're like, she's like, well, what do you mean? I said, cancel the TV. I don't need it no more. She's like, whoa, wait a minute. She says, wait, you're trying to cancel your TV? And I'm like, yeah, keep my internet. That's all I want. So she had tick-a-tack, tap, tap, tap on the computer, and says, all right, so what we're going to do here is, if you keep your cable TV and your internet, you'll pay $10 less than what you're paying just for internet.
Yeah.
And I said, what? And she says, it'll be $10 less for a year if you go ahead and keep cable TV, and we'll continue your service. You'll still have your internet. And I said, I don't want it. And she says, wait, I'm going to save you money if you keep the box. I said, but you know what that means? That means I have to come back here next year. In 12 months, I got to remember to come back here before you send me a bill. I have to come back here and do the same thing. I have to threaten to leave you. I said, if I have to threaten to leave you for you to give me a good deal, not because I was a loyal customer, but because you're scared to lose me, that's why you're going to give me a good deal. You should have took care of me on the front end, not on the back end.
Exactly.
And that's what they do all the time. I mean, they stick it to the people that have been with them forever. I mean, how many times do you see to new customers, this is the price, and you call up and say, hey, can I get that price? No, that's for new customers.
Yeah, you're an existing customer. It don't apply.
That makes no sense. No sense. Hey, you, Cody One, what's up?
Hi guys, evening.
Hey,
Well,
welcome.
Hey.
I just saw the link. I was all ready, but it's been a bit busy. Gandalf, I'm loving the new icon. Or the old icon.
The older icon. You just haven't seen him forever.
I
You haven't seen it so long.
I haven't seen him in a while. Popped up the other day, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, my mentor's back. I better do something.
Better get busy.
I better get busy.
Yeah, what are you doing? Boss, I'm working on some stuff. So
Maybe in the new year. I just got to see how things pan out. But yeah, maybe in the new year.
So, I'm looking.
Going back to what you were saying, I've just found out that when we get Disney Plus, The Mandalorian, which is, we all know, is one of my favorite shows, he's not going to be on the UK Disney Plus.
Why not?
What?
Because Sky have bought the.
Oh, they bought the rights.
It's worth more money for Disney, isn't it? You know what it's like. I'm not there for Sky to grab that show.
Yeah. So Sky's bought the rights in the UK for that show. So what Disney won't show, and I think we talked about it last week. Netflix does the same thing. They'll sell a show or the rights to a show to Sky, and Sky has the rights to show it in the UK. So if you had Netflix, you won't get that certain show because it's blocked, and you can only get it. So you have to end up doing could you use a VPN and go that route? But then you couldn't do it.
Netflix over here is absolutely shite compared to what you get in the US. And we always used to do Netflix via a VPN because we could get a lot more content. Whether they're going to block that or not, I don't know. But I do think they are getting a bit more clued up on the use of VPNs.
Well, think about this though, especially with like Disney. Your account is going to be linked to a certain country, even if you're using a VPN. You say you get it Disney, unless you paid for Disney through the US. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Your account would be based in the US or the UK. So even if you use a VPN, your account, they would know where your account came from. Even if you use a VPN to access it, you have a UK Disney package.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you logged in from the US, your package is still the UK because that's where you got your deal. When you log in, your user and password is going to be linked to a certain country. So I don't know if you could work around that unless you know somebody, you have a friend that has a U.S. Disney, and
That
then
share the login.
you could share the login because you're able to simultaneous 4. I thought it was 4, could be 5, but simultaneously people can watch, and up to 10 people can be. You can have 10 users, but only 4 can be watching at the same time.
Watching at the same time, yeah.
But you'd have to use a U.S. VPN. Just saying, there's ways around it.
Yeah, but
or just watch it on Cody.
Yeah.
If
you think about it this way, Sky, what is it they have? I've not had it so long. They have Sky Box Office, so they pay for exclusive rights to Marvel. So the minute a Marvel film finishes at the cinema, when it's released on Blu-ray or something, you can go into Sky Box Office and purchase it. Disney aren't going to cut that deal with Sky. It's worth millions and millions and millions. So you can go as far as to say, well, are we going to get the exclusive Disney shows that are coming out? You know, you could end up, Disney Plus could be really, really bad in the UK. Really bad.
Yeah. Well, in Disney, Disney, I reported last week, and I had read it, and this was last week, I read an article said they had 10 million subscribers in the first 5 days or 4 days of Disney. I got mine for free because having Verizon cell phone service, unlimited Verizon, so I pay that way. Since I had unlimited, I got a year for free. And that was the only reason I got it. There wasn't really anything on there, even Mandalorian, great show. But I didn't feel I needed to have Disney to watch it. But I got it because it was free. And, my daughter, she has a different cell phone service, so she was pretty excited because she's like, I need that login. I'm like, all right, I'll help you out. So, so it's a neat show. I think it's a neat show. People were saying it was real dark to see. I don't know. I didn't find it dark. The imagery dark, like the scenes were dark. There was a few, but I don't know. My friend said, "Oh, it's real dark," and I couldn't see it. And I was like, I don't know. I watched it. I didn't find it to be a dark. Maybe my TV was brighter than his. I'm not sure.
Doc Squiffy's just made a good comment.
Yeah.
In the chat, right? He said you could sign up using a US PayPal or Apple vouchers and sign up via the Apple Store is the best way to get a US account in the UK.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, if you sign up for a US PayPal, but with PayPal though, you have to verify your banking account. You have to verify. I know with my PayPal, I thought I had to verify that with they had to verify my bank, which was here, but I'm not sure. I thought with PayPal, I had to link it that way, but yeah, there's ways around it, but it is going to be a hassle. Is it going to be worth the hassle to be able to do it? If not, like I said, if you know someone that's an American, if you know an American and you have a VPN, then you might be able to get around it. So
or a Plex.
Or Plex, and just watch that. So
or Plex, yeah. I'm absolutely loving it.
So one of the other big subjects that came up just the other day and was that we saw that Gears TV is down. I don't know if Gandalf, if you saw that. I'm sure you, Cody One, you saw that.
Poor Omar. Yeah. I feel my heart bleeds for the twat.
Yeah, so Gears TV is done, busted. Mr. Omar posted a video, was 20, and to be honest, I was going to watch the whole video to try to be able to have a full personal impression of the video. After 6 minutes, I turned it off. And all right, so, and then my friends were like, well, did you hear when he said this? I'm like, no, because I quit watching it. All right, so long story short is Gears TV is done. Gears TV is shut down. If you had a subscription, it's over, done with. The FBI supposedly raided them. Omar did the video, said that they took all of his cars, everything that was in this house, SD cards, computers, telephones, any kind of electronics. They took all this kids stuff. And then he said that he had sold a bunch of stuff before this had happened. They took all of his money. He was doing the video from a friend's house with their phone because he was holding the phone and doing the live video thing. He said, be sure to buy the merchandise because I'm going to have some merch coming up real soon. Hold on a second. I can't. I don't know how well, Tara, I'll have to open up my YouTube in a second and I can make some of those adjustments. Said that they came and took all this stuff. He's got court, said that you can guarantee that he'll take the he's going to take the fall, that he'll take the fall and go to jail for it so that his friends don't. And how many people, anybody that believes that, because we know most of them, because if you know his history, he sold out and did videos on about every single person that he's had any dealings with. As soon as he had a falling out with them, he did a video, even all the way to Dexter. He had a blast video that he did on Dexter about all the secrets about Dexter. I'm going to tell you about the Dexter, tell you what he did and this and that. So I was like, even your closest friend you sold out. I mean, me, Husham, Solo Man. I mean, you can go with just about every one that he had sold out. So if you think he's not going to sell out these people to keep them going to jail, okay. But he's prepare for the merchandise. The merchandise is going to be for sale, and he wants you to buy it. Yeah, right. Then I saw a post that said that he was making $50 million. It's I don't know. I don't doubt that kind of money, but I also knew that he flaunted the money. And if you're making that kind of money, if you don't take some precautions, and why put yourself in a situation where you're offering these services? Why? Doesn't make sense. So
he put a target on his own back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The IRS are going to be after his ass for all sorts of things.
Yeah, it said the FBI, but then he said that it was a CPA issue because he didn't have a good CPA and they messed up, but he still can get out of all this. All right. So one of the things that Giorgio says here is maybe it's fake news. That is possibility. Maybe he's just closing it down. He's going to say all this. He's just going to take the money that he's got from everybody and run. Very possible. Very possible. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I wouldn't put it past him.
But it doesn't hurt my feelings one bit because I just know he just wasn't. He's over the time he has done so many people wrong, even including me, who I just didn't like that he was always in Cody for money. And him and he knew that's from the moment he met me. I was not about Cody and money. I said those things don't mix. And he's like, no, Cody is about making money and this and this and this. Everything's going to be paid. You're going to have to pay for everything in Cody within the next year or two. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think that it's going to jump that far. It has jumped some, but I don't think it was to the extreme. But his ideals of Cody and my ideals were just wrong, and they just were always button. And it got to a point where I said, you know what, I'm done. I can't. I don't want to deal with you no more. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. And he went off on me. He went and called me all kinds of names, called my ex-wife a bunch of names, just blasted me in a chat room, just try to belittle me. But what got me was in the chat room, there's all these different people in there. And it's like, this is showing who you are. Anytime that someone doesn't agree with you, you go off. And they are a POS. They're a bum. They're a this or that. And that's how he deals with people. He can't. If people don't agree with me, fine. You don't agree with me. I don't have to prove that I'm better than you or I'm smarter than you. We can just not agree. Fine. But he's a little bit different character. So Gears TV is down, gone. So just keep in mind that a lot of people are going to be looking for new IPTV services. I'm not going to suggest services because I don't want to put other people in harm's way. If people want to sell a service, fine, they can sell a service. But I'm not in the business of directing traffic to this IPTV service or that IPTV service. It's not my job. And I don't make any money off of all this stuff. So I don't want to look like I'm pandering to, hey, go to this IPTV service. This is a good guy to go with, and maybe you're thinking I'm getting a kickback from it. So I tell people, do your own work, do your own search. If someone messaged me privately, I'll say, hey, you might try this one or that one, but I will not announce on any show, go to this service, go to that service, because I don't want to be that guy trying to get that service in trouble, number one. Number two, looking like I'm making some kind of kickback off of pointing you to a service.
The rule of thumb when it comes to IPTV is stay away from the big groups, look for ones that are under the radar, and ones that you won't hear about, but you may get invited to.
Yeah.
100%. If you've seen what have we got, Gears, and what was before that was Invaders.
Yeah, Vader.
Yeah, Vaders.
Everyone had them, and
Yeah.
I've had the same one for three years now. Nobody knows.
I've had the same service for getting on for 6 years.
Nobody knows who it is, and if I recommend someone to the guy that I deal with, there's a million questions before they even get an invite.
And it's you're dealing with people one-on-one, and you're not putting it out there. Again, I've had people ask me and say, well, why don't you post it on your YouTube videos? I don't want to post that out there because I don't want to get somebody in trouble that doesn't want that kind of recognition. And when you get out there, when you are that known, you're going to have some problems, and you're going to have some attention that you don't want. And if it's a service I'm using, I'd rather the less people that use it, the better for me, because
exactly.
Because once it's out, you're going to be screwed. Because when it goes down, it goes down. I mean, when they took down extreme codes.
Yeah,
that hurt everybody. But everybody kind of adjusted, and a lot of them are back. I can't say I actually did a little chuckle because, again, I just seen so many people that he did wrong I've dealt with him for 4 years, 5 years. And I've just seen him do so many people wrong and badmouth people. And it's like, at some point, life's a circle. Life is a circle, and karma is a bitch. Karma is going to get you.
Well, he was the reason that Dexter's went down the money route.
Yeah. If you remember right. Yeah.
He was pushing for that from day one.
Yeah, right from the beginning when Stalker finished.
Yeah, he got into the group saying, I can help doing this, doing that. And then once he's wormed his way in, that's when he starts pushing, we should monetize this, right? We can make a pretty packet off of this, right? And poor Dexter's went that route.
Yeah. I remember because Dexter was never going to charge. Said I'd always be free. And then he went to a premium/free. So you had the premium, and then he had the free. And then they said, well, we're not going to do the free no more. We're going to have this premium. It's going to be $3 a month. And I was in the groups all at that time. I saw all the chats and the discussions, and it went right on up. And then that group separated themselves from everybody else. That group went and didn't want. If you weren't in that mix, you weren't going to be involved in the conversations of how that service and the cost went skyrocketing. Yeah. Yes, he had a lot of customers, and I understand that, but I just remember several conversations going on and discussions because they were in the Hangouts. We were all in those groups, and I remember the discussions about the money, and it went bad, and I just hated to see that. And live and learn, and you know what, it is what it is, and anybody that has dealt in that circles or dealt with those circles, they know what I'm talking about, and all I gotta say is just karma's a bitch, and it'll get you. It will get you. Yeah, Mandy's saying go down memory lane because Mandy's husband was in some of that group. Her ex-husband was in some of that group. I can go through and name all those people early on in the Husham circle, because all that circle started, and people that came in, and Dexter, like I said, he was free at the time, and but And again, there is cost, and there is cost for channels, this and that. But then also is the cost. Was the cost truly what the cost was? When you start talking about, I know that some of these IPTV services, people were paying $20 to $50 a month for some of these IPTV services. Come on now. I mean, I understand the channels cost, the server cost, the panel cost. Yes. But when you talk, if someone's asking for $50 for 4 connections a month, you wonder where all that money was going. I mean, come on. All right, but whatever. All right, so we're done with that. I don't want. I didn't want to talk about him for that long. So. But yeah, so if you're gonna look for IPTVs, you're gonna be looking because that's done. Go with something small, small groups. And I don't know. Did you guys see that Cody UK said they were gonna stop doing builds and add-ons too? They got a letter when One Nation got a letter.
Yeah, they've also said something's coming back in the new year. So.
Okay. So yeah, they posted they were going to stop. I guess Cody Bay, I saw in some of the Reddit, Cody Bay, I guess is back grabbing add-ons that closed. And what happens? I'm going to say, all right. So people that don't understand how Cody, some of the add-ons. So let's say that you close your repo. So let's say, for example. Let's say I have, let's say One Nation, because they just closed. So let's say One Nation is on GitHub. They got a repo, this and that. And let's say One Nation says, all right, we're gone. We're going to close up. They close their GitHub account. Let's say they did that. They didn't do that, but let's say they did. They closed the GitHub account. Someone like Cody Bay or somebody will come in and create a repo with the exact same name. Create a repo with the exact same name and then put whatever they want as updates in that repo. So let's say you have, let's say they create a deceit. They take the deceit and they bump up the number and we call it hijacking, but you're just recreating the repo and you update it. So then if you have, let's say you had One Nation repo installed on your device, you had deceit, and both of those are gone. The official version is gone. But let's say someone comes along, since those are gone, creates another One Nation repo, and then they put deceit in their repo, and they update the version number, so they make the version number higher, and then they make some dependencies like Indigo. It's got to be you got to install Indigo add-on to get the deceit update, and you got to have TVA repo, and you got to have this or that other add-ons because you can have dependencies. So what ends up happening is your Cody, if you have auto updates, will automatically see the version is higher. So they see that your add-on, your deceit has a higher version. It goes and grabs that packet. The packet says, hey, make sure you install the TVA repo. Make sure that you install Indigo program and any other things that it may have as dependencies before you update the deceit add-on. So what happens is your Cody has these new programs or repos installed that you never had asked that to install. You never went and got them, but they hijack it and install shit on your device that you didn't put on there. And that's what we call hijacking a repo. And I've suggested numerous people, don't close your GitHub. You can empty your GitHub. You can take everything out of it, but just leave it blank so that nobody can steal your username and your GitHub, your repo name. So you can leave nothing in it and nobody can steal it. But as soon as you close your GitHub account, somebody else can come along. That name is basically thrown back in the pot and somebody else can grab it. And that's happened with numerous add-ons when people have done that. So be very, very careful of when repos or add-ons get closed. It's important to get rid of them because if you don't, if somebody like Cody Bay retakes over that repo, they can push and install things on your device automatically without you clicking and saying yes, install it, if you have auto updates, which most people have auto updates. So just keep that in mind. We usually see this every time some big add-ons get closed down. I know it happened with Blammo. Remember when he had closed down Placenta and his closed his up, net boom, they took over. Then they pushed Indigo. They pushed the Exodus fork that was theirs. I mean, it was a bunch of crap. So just be aware, folks, that can happen. So when you hear about add-ons being shut down or repos being closed, get rid of them. Hopefully, if you're using a build, hopefully the builder is active in making sure to push an update. And then if you do a fresh install, that old stuff will be wiped away and you'll just have the new stuff. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, that's just that. Be aware that I've seen some issues, that there was a list of things that Cody Bay has taken over. And TVA says it's not them. It just seems pretty ironic that they push all the TVA products, all the add-ons, especially the Indigo, all those kind of things. They push all that stuff.
Just seems VPN now come as well.
Yeah, and so as soon as you boot up your Kodi, you get, hey, you're not secure. You need to have a VPN. Hey, get IPVanish. Well, we're gonna get you a good deal on that. Yeah, I was like, okay, here we go again. I think you and I talked about that. You, Cody, one about, you're an affiliate link. Come get me. Yeah, so
I think because how many times a day do we get asked which is the best VPN, and we don't recommend. I mean, we will do privately, but again, the best VPN is not one on YouTube. The best IPTV service is not one you see on YouTube.
Yeah. You just multiple times I've posted that the IPTV, that one, it tells you, it gives you reviews. That let me see, I've got it here. It does reviews, and I tell people this one here, restoreprivacy.com. Go read the reviews. Read the reviews. Decide for yourself what works for you. Don't click on somebody's affiliate link, because for me, when I click on somebody's affiliate link, I don't know, do they really enjoy that product? They trust that product is good, or are they suggesting that service / product because they're getting a kickback from it? It makes you wonder. So I tell people, go to this website, read yourself, see what fits your needs. And there's people have reviews. People have comments about, hey, this sucks. This is fast. This is slow, whatever. So,
yeah, VPNs don't stop letters. How true that is.
yeah. So, it's let's see. So let me see, Juggernaut. How do you feel about the new terms and services update for YouTube? They now have made it clear that they can delete any channels not generated for YouTube. That doesn't surprise me. They can close anybody's account for any reason if they feel like it's a detriment to their business model. So it makes you wonder that I think that they're doing that to just have that control, that if they want to close something down that they feel like is inappropriate, they're giving themselves more power to do that. And they're saying, well, we told you we could do it. So what they can do is, so where I see this happening is, so if they can say it's not generating revenue for YouTube. So a lot of the people in streaming videos, you can't monetize, or you're limited monetizing. I know 90% of my videos are limited monetization. So they don't give me. It takes like over a year to get $100 for me. It's like a year, if not more, because they won't. I don't get normal ads that would generate the regular amount. I looked at one of my videos that had 1,000 or 1,200 views. It was somewhere close to that. I had made 26 cents. And that's what they're doing that because they want to discourage you. They want to make you say, "Oh, I'm not making any money. I'll quit." So they've deleted accounts and deleted whole things numerous times. We've seen numerous people that have lost their whole channels because of you break the rules too many times. They'll say we're going to get rid of it. So yeah, it's a scary thing, but I'm not surprised. And then it goes back to also you can't do nothing about it. What are you gonna do? You're gonna argue, fight, kick your feet? They got the power over you. It's their platform. You're just using it, and so it sucks. I really dislike that all of my videos, even if I don't have swearing and don't do none of that, they're all limited. They're all yellow, every single one of them. And it's weird because they'll be yellow right off the bat. I mean, as soon as I click monetize, yellow. Sometimes after a week, they'll go from a yellow to green. Well, on a live show for me, how many people are going to watch a live show from 2 weeks ago? They're not going to. And plus, my shows are 2 hours long, so how many people are really watching? But but it just doesn't. They'll make it green well after there's like a spike of viewers, and then it like drops off. Then they'll make it green when there's one person a day watching it. But yeah, I'm not in it for that. So, as long as they don't kill my channel, I'll keep going. We'll see what happens. I tried dancing around a lot of subjects in my keywords. I do all that. Try to dance around some of that. That's why I don't call it Coding Matters anymore. I call it Streaming Matters, which streaming is a bad word now. It's also a keyword they look for demonetizing you. So put the show on and let it run in the background. Yeah, you can't do that either. That'll get you in trouble. So, all right. Oh, Ebony says he wants to come in. Oh, Lordy. All right, I'll give him the link. Oops. Oh, hold on a second. All right, there we go. Let's see the other. So X's Redux updated. I posted that, talked about that, and I don't know. Did you guys see that there was a report? A UK man admits to selling $400,000 in live and streams. Did you see that? Yeah, which suspicion is that it could possibly be supremacy. I saw that's possibly who. Because it makes sense, but
well, it does.
Makes sense. So.
I hope it's not, because he talk about someone that's totally disappeared. He's totally disappeared.
Yeah, he needed, but once they get something on you, I mean, they're not. Even if you close down, they've got something like that. They're gonna push forward. So hopefully that's not true. I mean, hopefully he's able to work that out. Because again, a good guy.
He's a good guy.
A good guy. So the other thing I saw today, some news: France and Canada both now have permission to block pirated sites or sites that they deem as containing pirated material, kind of like the UK does. So more countries are in the process of getting the permit. ISPs are given the permission to block certain websites. So
we're just blocking French people from entering the UK.
I don't know if that's going to work. So you're going to find I see the VPN business picking up because people are going to have their VPN is going to have to be it'll have to be like some Cayman Islands or something. You won't be able to be in any country to be able to watch a lot of this stuff. So,
also,
what's up, Ebony?
Right,
yeah, I'm good.
Making it impossible.
Do what?
I'm good.
So if you're in the UK and you're writing the scrapers, it's not anyone is, but you're making it borderline impossible because the proxies are fewer and fewer. So.
Yeah. Because you have you have to put yourself in another country to be able to access the site, to find out the site actually works, so that if you're making an add-on stuff. So so let me ask these. I got 2 shows, and I'm not sure if you guys have any other shows that are new. There's the show that's on Apple, C, with Jason Momoa, and then they have The Mandalorian. So have you guys watched either of those two, and what are your thoughts on those two shows? I'll let Birthday Boy start.
The Apple show, no, never heard of it, never seen it, and I'm looking forward to watching the first 3 episodes of Mandalorian with my son tomorrow.
Okay.
You will love that.
Because to me, Star Wars is my ultimate movie.
Yeah, me too. I'm from that era. But
Yeah.
I grew up with it. I've watched episode 1 so far. That's it. I don't want no spoilers.
No.
I watched 10 minutes of the first episode just to get a feel.
Out the link. Yeah, check it out. Make sure
Yeah,
it's good to watch.
and it does look good.
Well, Ebony, the spoiler is there's 2 more episodes. There's your spoiler.
All right, easy now.
Ease it in there.
Easy now.
So what? So I guess you haven't watched C then on
No.
the Apple Network. Ebony.
Yo.
No. Okay. What about you, Cody? You, Cody, one.
I love The Mandalorian, you know. I'm going to watch it as soon as we finish the next one. But I said priorities, didn't I, Dabs? I said priorities first.
Yeah.
See, I watched the first 2 and I found it dead hard, unless they were praying.
If you was born in the 70s, you will love Star Wars.
I love Star Wars anyway. I'm obsessed with Star Wars, and this is, I would argue, it's better than the last film they released. But see, Diesel said to me, "You've got to get to episode 3." So I'm like, "Oh my God." But I couldn't get into it.
All right. So anybody that once you watch, if anybody watches it's Jason Momoa and it's CSEE. Storyline is that everybody is blind on the planet. It's been generations that nobody can see, and there is the praying is what they figured was going to hook the guys, and it hooked me. I actually watched it and I was like, all right, I'll give episode 2 a try. But episode 1 to me was a struggle to get through. It was, to me, I don't think the writing was real good. I felt like it jumped around a lot. I've watched 5 episodes of it, I think. Episode 1 was the worst.
Most first episodes of any series is slow.
Yeah.
You think, it's not bad. It's like you had Lost and all that. And it grew. It grew on people. Game of Thrones grew.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long C will be around. I don't think it's gonna. I don't see that being a.
Nah.
I don't think it going around a long time. I think Jason Momoa is the really only drawing factor to that show. I think that they were hoping that women would really get into it because Jason Momoa, that heartthrob, I think that's what they were hoping for.
As soon as DC starts calling again, whoever he works with, he'll be off again.
Yeah. So, so I've watched Mandalorian. I've watched all but today's episode, the one that came out today. Which is that episode 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's 3. It's meant to be
3.
the best one so far.
So I haven't watched that yet. Like you, Cody, we have priorities. We have to watch this first. We have the live show because live show first, and Blue was watching Mandalorian. So, I'll watch it. I liked it. I thought that it was a good show. I thought Mandalorian held my attention a little bit. It had a few light moments, a little bit of, kind of places where you chuckle a little bit. Nothing super funny, but just light moments. It does have a few of those, but it has promise. And again, I'm a Star Wars geek. I was, I remember going to the movies for Star Wars 1 New Hope, which was the very first Star Wars.
Damn.
I went to the movie. I was born in '67, so
Same year as me, Dubs.
Yeah, you and I.
67.
So I actually.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Jaredall group here, buddy. I went to the movies.
You just got no school tomorrow, so he's all right tonight.
Yeah. You can stay up late. But yeah, I remember going to it, and I remember my dad doing a. He actually made a star. He had a 8mm camera, and he did like some Star Trek special effects where he was stop frame, and he made the spaceships, and he had the basement all blacked out, and he had like spaceships that moved, and then this spaceship came here, and this one turned, this one went after it. So yeah, we were all in that era, and so I'll watch it, I'll enjoy it. I think that it's very promising. I think that was I think it's a good hook for people.
I've never watched the other one. What's the one? Star Trek. Never watched it.
None of them.
None of them.
Star Trek.
You see,
Shit.
I couldn't get into Star Trek at all.
Yeah, I liked Star Trek. I mean, there was some bad movies, but I watched all of them. I remember Captain Kirk of what was it? Would be in the late '60s or was it the '70s?
'70s
TV show. Yeah. TV show and with Leonard Nimoy and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I just couldn't get into it. For me, the ultimate movies for space is Star Wars, and then just pure fantasy is Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Love them.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings, I loved all the Lord of the Rings movies. The Hobbit movies, couldn't get them. I could not get into the Hobbits. I don't know what it was, the writing or what they did different between the Lord of the Rings was just here, and then the Hobbit come along. To me, it was like a joke. It was like, I don't know, the characters, the writing, just to me it seemed stupid. It was just Lord of the Rings. I felt was so epic and so it felt grown up. Hobbit's like a little kid's thing to me. I don't know what the difference is.
It's quite a short movie.
No,
none of those are short, but
it's a bit like the original Star Wars, and then the prequels. We were like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
But it was still The Hobbit. So I still love them.
But back in the day, Battlestar Galactica, that was big.
I love Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah, well, you know that ragtag leading that ragtag group across the galaxy trying to get back to Earth, and the Cylons and all that stuff. Orville, Grindhouse talks about Orville. I've watched Orville. I can't say that I'm not really into it. I'll watch it, but I think that maybe it's the comedy in it. It's too trying to be too funny, but I know that they want it to be funny. Maybe that's why to me it doesn't hold me. It doesn't make I gotta watch it.
But it's funny because we're talking about the streaming services, and one of the most anticipated TV shows up and coming is Picard, isn't it? And that's not going to be on TV.
Yeah, it is
on the streaming service.
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm not sure which one it's on.
Let me look it up. Let me look her up. Let's see here. It was Picard. Yeah, I saw that. That was
And there's a lot of hype around this show. I mean, they've been really like the.
That's going to be on CBS All Access.
So like is that online?
Yeah, CBS All Access. That's online. That's like that other Star Trek show. That
Discovery.
Was it Discovery? That one where they were doing it was in with the black woman when going in time travel and her mom and all that.
Are you still watching that, Dabs? Because I knew you were watching it, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I think it was the second or third season. I got to the second or third season.
It went a bit crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking I watched. Let me see if I think I watched the latest episode.
It was probably EastEnders you watched.
But that's just showed Picard. It seems like they're all doing streaming now.
Yeah.
Networks
This was CBS, and I think I watched all the second episode or second season. I thought that it was kind of near the end. It wasn't, but the third season's not. But yeah, I watched it. I enjoyed it, but I can't say I loved it. I was like, that's all right.
The trailer for Picard looks very good. If you're a Trekkie guy, it looks really good. Well,
I always loved Picard as the captain. I thought he did a phenomenal job. I mean, to me, he was maybe it was the accent. I don't know, but he just had that regal and commanding presence, like a captain. I mean, he really, to me, I felt like he was a captain, and he kind of held himself at a certain way. So
yeah, but Han Solo would kick his ass.
He'll take him with his mechanical hand, or
if we get on virtual fights now, Picard would lose to Han Solo.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we got. Let's see. Rich says the problem with Star Trek Discovery is it's way too long between seasons, and that's true. But they're going to do the same thing with a lot of shows that take a long time, especially when it's a lot of special effects. I mean, it takes a long time to get that show up and running.
I think also it feels longer, doesn't it, when they release the 10 episodes in a day?
That's true. That's true, because when you watch, if you have, let's say, 10 weeks of a show, you have week after week after week. They're making the episodes while you're watching it. Whereas if they release all of them at once, you binge watch in 1 week.
Which is why I think Apple are trying to do something differently, didn't they? They're throwing a couple at us, and then they're drip feeding, and then they're doing a bit of both, trying to get people in.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting how that goes up.
I would rather watch Star Wars over my lifetime than Star Trek in 7 weeks.
Thanks.
But he was waiting for the drum. All right, here's another one. Lost in Space.
Oh, you're going back now to 1978, 9.
I'm not in Lost in Space. I don't know. That show didn't hold me.
Me neither.
I'm like,
People dressed in tinfoil suits. It was so made up. It was good, but it was comical.
Yeah. Wayne Thompson saying Firefly. Firefly was a good show.
Yeah.
Oi, Cody. They were worse than the prison walls and prison cell block H.
Yeah, so many people. I mean, Firefly is that cult favorite. I've got so many friends that's the greatest show ever made. And it's all right to me. It was an all right show. I wouldn't say it was. To me, it was like it's all right. But yeah, look at Jizz Planet says Stargate is his go-to. So Stargate, I watched Stargate. I liked Stargate's premise. I liked how they would go different places. I thought that was neat.
Doom, they're bringing them all back, aren't they? Because you've got Picard coming back. We've got the Mandalorian. They're redoing Battlestar Galactica again.
Mm-hmm. Is that just like music? We can't write any new songs. We got to just do remakes of stuff that was made in the damn 70s and 80s.
Yeah, I think the Star Wars thing is interesting, and so is the Picard thing. But I don't think we need another Battlestar Galactica. The original's the best.
You got to drop the Goonies into your list.
They are redoing the Goonies, aren't they?
Goonies, yeah, man.
They've announced Star Trek 4 this week.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you guys remember, I don't know, you guys might be, do you remember that TV show Punky Brewster? Do you know they're doing she's back as an adult.
Punky Brewster. It was on Nickelodeon or something like that. It's on
no, it was NBC. Well, that was NBC. It was NBC. But they're gonna. I saw a talk show she was talking about that they're gonna have
In the UK,
it was you're right.
pay for that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was on NBC for us, but she's an adult now and she's got grown kids, and it's going to be a new series. She was talking about it on one of the talk shows today. I'm like, Punky Brewster, I remember that. Way.
Spunky.
What about any new? You seen the new War of the Worlds? No, I hadn't seen it. Haven't seen it.
I've seen it.
Can I just say to you now that the original War of the Worlds was in my hometown where I live now.
It's in a what?
So
It's in my hometown. It was set in my hometown.
Ah.
The one by H.G. Wells, who wrote the original novel.
What the hell are you eating, Gandalf? What is he? What are you eating? I know you got one of those. You got some of those snacks that you eat. I remember they're like.
Well, I'm tucking into a box of licorice all sorts. That one of the kids got me for my birthday. I thought, yeah, they look nice. So I'm just about to eat some birdie bassets.
Oh bloody hell!
You'll catch all sorts, you will.
Alright, let's see. I was gonna send a thing. I'm gonna send a message. Mark said he'd like to join. I'll let him. I'm gonna roll out of here in just a minute, anyways, because I've got to eat my dinner. I smell this pizza, and I've got breadsticks. I got all the bad things that I probably shouldn't be eating this late at night. Because once you get to an older age, eating this kind of stuff. Well, no. It's just it causes me indigestion when I eat too much junk late at night. It does. It is a damn. Hey, I used to be able to eat anything, anytime, no problems. I'm telling you, once you get to a certain age, eating late it's just bad. Usually, I don't eat past. Normally, I don't eat past 6:30, and pizza is probably one of the worst things I can eat. So that means I got to eat. I've got to stay up late. I can't go to bed early tonight. I need to stay up till about 11.
What toppings have you got on your pizza then, Dubs? Come on.
Probably what everybody hates.
If you've got pineapple on that, I'm going to shoot you.
Pineapple is a no.
No, it's not. It's not acceptable anywhere.
He has as well. Look, I'm in pineapple. Oh, no.
If you got pineapple.
Yeah, can't you see the bloody chunks? It's loaded with them.
Yes, it is.
Wrong.
All right, let's line up. Who's first?
Good. Well, to be honest,
you're a dirty bastard, to be honest.
I actually like pepperoni sausage mushrooms. But what ends up happening is the sausage works on my system a little bit more than I should. It's like all night I'm feeling bad.
Pineapple, come on. Why?
Yeah. What? It's a little sweet and it's salty. I love the mixture of the sweet and salty.
That was the delivery guy.
Say that live on YouTube. You didn't just say that live on YouTube.
It's a bit salty. Someone's interfered with your delivery.
Look at that. You see, ham and pineapple pizza will make some people just lose their mind. Good stuff. What's up, Mr. Richard?
Nothing much. I prefer cheese only because I eat like a 5-year-old. Oh man, now I want to get some Domino's.
Got a little bit of. I got some pepperoni. Now I got some pepperoni sticks. Does that count for anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Todd's got every single topping that you fancy, so it's all set there on the side.
And a Pepsi.
And and no beer. I didn't drink beer tonight. I wasn't drinking beer because I was I got to work tomorrow, and The last time, was it the last show or the show before? I had too many. I had way too many. I think it was my birthday show. Oh,
Yeah,
That was your birthday show, yeah.
best
I
show
didn't,
ever.
I didn't feel so well the next day. See, look at Secret Agent said his favorite, ham and pineapple. But yeah,
That's the show that your dog didn't know what to do.
yeah, she was just like, "What are you doing, Dad?"
She was, what the fuck am I doing here?
So the one thing about when you have a ham and pineapple pizza and I take it to work,
No,
I don't
there's
have
nothing good about it. There's
I don't
nothing
have
good about
I don't
ham
have to worry about nobody else trying to eat it because there's such a small percentage of people that eat it. And all right, so Dean says that the crust is so thin. There again, I find that if I prefer a thicker crust pizza, or even a New York style that's got a more of a chewy. But later in the evenings, doesn't do so well for Dabs. So Dabs needs to go thin. And later in the evening, if I was eating in the afternoon, I can eat differently. It's just I know what I can eat when I can eat it, and this time of night.
His pizza menu doesn't say like light eaters. It says girls menu. So he put something off of that.
We order from the seniors menu.
Yeah,
that's
we'll
what you
do. I want some meat on there. Sausage meat, bit of beef, bit of this, bit of pork. I want some jalapeno
Jalapenos.
peppers to spice it up. Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, hot and spicy.
On the spot. Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Yeah, hot and spicy. Plenty of jalapenos.
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago, which is supposed to be a pizza town, and I don't eat any of that shit.
But I say to my missus, and I said, Todd, what do you want? And oh, yeah, pineapple. Nice one.
I just refuse to buy it.
I wouldn't. I would
Actually, this was free. This was I bought. If you buy 6 pizzas, after 6 pizzas, the next one's free. And this was my free one.
Yep, 10 points every order.
That's because they got all their pineapple now.
I told my wife extra pineapple.
There's no pineapple left. You bought all of it.
They only save it for the free pizzas.
So, all right. Well, let me roll out of here. We've been going for an hour and a half. This is actually a short show.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, I'll let Mr. Birthday Boy. Anything you got going on, brother, and anything to talk about?
Not really. I'm just busy with family shit. Dabs. Lots.
Semi-retired.
Fully retired at the moment, but possibly something coming in the new year, maybe.
Semi-boner.
Could be. Could be, Lee.
The missus will find out soon enough.
Yeah, no, but it's been nice jumping on the show, catching up with a few people that I haven't heard from for a while. I'm always lurking in the background.
Yeah.
I sort of drop in every now and again and drop out. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, good guy. You've been around forever, and good to have you around. I mean, one of those people that's willing to help anytime. Anybody, if you're around, always willing to help.
Yeah, definitely is my era. So.
What about you, Mr. You Cody One? Anything you are finishing up with or?
No, I've done
announcements.
I've been doing nothing. But I have just started.
You used to cook the pasta. Week. You used to cook some pasta. I don't know you. You're like
yeah. No, I've just started a little project this week, but we'll see. It's a big one. So.
A little project, but it's a big one.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take
make
a long
your mind
time.
up. Is it little or big?
Huh?
Make your mind up. A little project.
If I'm next to Dad, it's little. If I'm next to you, it's humongous.
All right. What about you, Ebony? What are you doing? What you up to?
Fuck all.
Got nothing going on. You just enjoying your the retirement of you guys closing up this week and just Taking it easy, being quiet.
Yeah, I went swimming yesterday. It's quite nice.
Swimming.
Yeah.
Is that called a shower or a bath or you?
Or you go to like your local indoor
Oh, yeah.
council area swimming pool, like with all the poor people to have a wash. You go for a little swim, come out, and you're like even dirtier than what you were when you went in.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Okay.
Yeah,
What about?
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. What about you, Richard?
I'm going to order Domino's, and I'm going to check out all these Pornhub tabs that I have open.
Fucking bastard.
That's my night.
Now order yourself a ham and pineapple pizza, so you can piss everybody off.
No.
Cheese only, with cheese only pizza bread.
Yeah, I did get my Parmesan cheese sticks. I gotta eat those in a second.
Right, so me and you, Cody, want like mighty meaty jalapenos with some chicken strippers with Frank's hot sauce.
Oh yeah,
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Jesus
that sounds
Christ.
good.
we go that route, yeah.
Yeah. Extra
That suits me.
jalapenos.
Yeah, don't go in that pool after they eat that.
If you don't hiccup eating that, then it's not worth eating.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let me.
I might get round to installing Cody 18. That might be
19.
something. No,
19 or
18.
18. Wow.
Is that
Still,
new?
still on 17.6 dabs.
Well, there's nothing wrong with 17.6.
No?
I actually installed 18 on my Shield because I went through the Play Store and it gave me 18. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just.
updated.
Yeah, I'll go with it, I guess.
I didn't know 18 was out. I'm still on Frodo.
I've actually still got on one of these screens a Frodo install. Yeah.
Bit of Helix on the side.
God.
Yeah, back in the days. Well, a lot of that wouldn't work because it's because when a lot of the sites and the add-ons won't work because of the HTTPS.
Yeah.
That was the better times, though, wasn't it?
I didn't see. Did you mention Cody asking for help for the Xbox?
No, I didn't see that.
Did you not see that they're asking for developers to get involved?
Oh, was that the one they asked for developers of Windows?
Yeah, but they said that if it doesn't, they might pull it on next release from Xbox. I'm quite sure why. But...
Yeah, they said if they don't get developers, there's going to be a slim chance that there will be Cody 19 on Xbox, and there will be no Cody 20.
That's what they said. Yeah, that was it.
Wow.
And that was from Cody.tv.
Yeah.
It was their official site. They're calling.
Yeah, I did see something about. I did see the thing about asking for developers of Windows.
Well, someone did step up and say, "Oh, we're the greatest at that," so maybe something will happen.
Huh.
They're struggling with Python 3. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that decided they wanted to go with Python 3 for.
Indeed.
Yeah, because all their 19 releases so far have been actually 18. And they finally switched over to Python 3 now. And people are like, oh, my add-ons don't work. I'll keep trying nightlies and they won't.
Duh. I mean, we talked about that back in 17, I think, when we heard that it was going to Python 3. We talked about that on the show. That was going to be a bit of a problem for a lot of add-ons and skins and all that kind of stuff. If third-party people are doing them for that upgrade, that was going to be a problem. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. All right. Well, let me go ahead and roll out of here because I've been doing this for an hour and 40 minutes. And I'm down to only 63 viewers. I've lost everybody. It was
the pineapple.
Yeah, it was the pineapple.
Pineapple.
Or they've drove and decided they're going to get their own pizza. They're like, fuck this. I'm going to get some pizza. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everybody jumping in on the panel. I appreciate it. Happy birthday again to Mr. Gandalf.
Thank you.
For hanging out. And again, you're catching up with me. But now you're 52.
Yeah, I know.
No way.
No, yeah. Because it's the same age as me, so catching up.
Yeah.
But hey, 52 never felt so damn good though. I mean, I feel great. I feel pretty good. I mean, unless my back is hurting, then it's not so good.
You could be my granddad.
Or if I eat pizza too late.
It's just another day closer to the grave, isn't it? Because it's all downhill now, Dubs. I reckon once you hit the 45 mark, it's all downhill.
Well,
Life expectancy for a bloke around about 90 years of age. Crike.
Yeah.
If you wake up tomorrow, it's a good day.
It is a good day.
Yeah.
Except for I have to go to work, then it's not such a good day.
It's shit, isn't it?
So
It's Saturday tomorrow, Dubs.
Grocery stores are open, and for us, it's leading to the Thanksgiving holiday. So
so you're going to be mad with turkeys.
We already are. I mean, special orders. I'll have. We'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 special orders, like people that, hey, I want this, so it'll be, and that's always stressful for me because I don't want to make any of my customers upset if you don't have what they ordered
What they want.
And, I wanted a 16-pound turkey and this is a 17-pound turkey. It's sometimes, some of my guys will write something down and then they'll put it away or throw it away or do something. And you don't have all the forms. So it's always stressful for me leading up till Thanksgiving Day. Then I'm like, okay, we got through that. Then I just got to get through Christmas. Then that's my other Christmas and then New Year's, which is kind of a boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough. So, but I'll be, Blue will be here at Christmas. So we'll be able to see.
She's coming down to see you, is she?
Yep. I'll be able to, I'll come home every day and I'll be like, oh, my back's hurting. My feet are hurting. And then, get a rub down.
I know what she'll say to that.
She'll be sat there playing Xbox.
Exactly.
And she'll just like say
No.
to you, Dabs.
No.
Get away.
No, she'll be taking care of me. She'll
say, quit your whining and get me in wine.
Yeah.
Issue.
Well, we'll see how that all plays out. I think I'll be okay. Again, thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everyone on the panel. Happy birthday, Gandalf, again. Enjoy it. And if you have something that you'd like me to talk about on the show, hit me up on a message. I will do my best to get the information, talk about it. I don't know if I'll do a show next Friday. I have family coming into town, so it's very likely I won't do a show on next Friday. Thanksgiving is Thursday, and I'll have family here Thursday and Friday. So keep in mind, I may skip that show just because family's in town.
Family first.
Family first. My aunt and uncle are coming down from Michigan, so they're gonna be down here for a few days. So, y'all keep careful. Be careful. And I don't even know what else I would say. Because streaming matters to us. Because streaming matters to you. Something of that matter. I don't know. Whatever. Y'all have a good night.